Alright, so what I've got here are 4 points somewhere in the coordinate plane, and based on the slopes of these 4 points, we're going to decide if it's a parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, or square. First thing you want to do is find the slopes of all 4 sides. That'll help us decide, first of all, if it is one of these, and then it'll also help us narrow it down to a couple of options. So, first thing you're going to do is find the slope of AB. You've been doing slope for a while, but you still want to make sure you're careful with it. So AB is going to be 6 minus 3 over 2 minus 4. There aren't any negatives in this one, so you want to make sure you're careful when you get negative. Even if you don't have negatives, you want to be careful. So we have 3 over negative 2. So we have a slope of negative 3 over 2 or 3 over negative 2. Either way, it's really a negative, and we'll put it here, a negative 3 halves. So, find the slope of BC. So we're going to have 10 minus 6 over 8 minus 2. And if you do your jumps, it's the same idea. 10 minus 6 is 4 over 8 minus 2 is 6. That is 2/3. Okay, so looking like maybe we could have some perpendicular slopes. So find CD, and that's going to be 7 minus 10 over 10 minus 8. So it's negative 3 over 2. There's that one again. So we're hoping for AD to be a 2/3. We have to double check though. So we have AD is going to be 7 minus 3 over 10 minus 4. So we have 4 over 6. And sure enough, we have 2/3. So what we've got so far are a set of 2 parallel slopes. So we know for sure it's one of these 4 things. Okay, because we have 2 sets of parallel slopes. So we're good to go on that. We have 2/3, 2/3, negative 3 halves, negative 3 halves. We also have perpendicular slopes, because if we have negative 3 over 2 and 2 over 3, those are opposite reciprocals. So what that tells us is we definitely have perpendicular slopes. So it's more than just a parallelogram, and it can't be a rhombus, because a rhombus looks like this. Those are not perpendicular. So now we're down to, is it a rectangle or square? The only difference between the two is, well, first of all, square has all 4 sides that are the same, so you could do distance formula 4 times. I don't think you guys would want to do that as much as you would probably prefer to do the diagonals. So we're going to look and find the diagonals. If those are perpendicular, we have a square. If not, it's just a rectangle. So our diagonals are going to be AC and then BD. So AC's diagonal, let's take a look at it. 10 minus 3 over 8 minus 4, so we have 7 over 4. Let's see what BD looks like. We have 7 minus 6 over 10 minus 2, which is going to give us 2 over 8, or I'm sorry, 1 over 8, or we would just leave it like that. So again, AC was 10 minus 3, which is 7 over 8 minus 4, 7 fours. BD is going to be 7 minus 6 over 10 minus 2, which is just going to be left as 1 over 8. Those are not perpendicular diagonals, therefore this shape is a rectangle. So that's the process. Now if you get parallel slopes at the beginning, 2 sets, but they're not perpendicular, instead of getting rid of parallelogram and rhombus, that automatically gets rid of rectangle and square, because you know they're not perpendicular, and then you're going to look at the diagonals. So check the slopes first, see if you have parallel ones, and then if they're perpendicular, and then narrow it down. You can always narrow it down to 2 choices, and then based on the diagonals, figure out your last choice. Hope that helps. Watch it again if you need to. Ask your teacher for some extra help as well. See ya.